What is your thought when you see something like this? You either get angry, sad, or don't care. But some see this as an opportunity to make money. For them, it's a business. Every bullet fired, every missile launched, and every life lost, someone, somewhere, is making money from it. War isn't just politics anymore, it's business. Behind every war zone, there's a boardroom. Behind every explosion, there's a stock spike. Now the main question comes down to who is profiting from this business.
We are at war. Some will kill, and some will be killed.
War used to be about ideology, survival, defense. Now, it's a market. Tanks are no longer just machines, they're products. And missiles aren't just weapons, they're invoices. And death? Death is just a line item on a balance sheet. War is no longer a tragedy, it's a business, a damn good one. And as long as there's profit in conflict, peace will stay bankrupt. Wars don't start themselves. Missiles don't launch on their own. Someone decides. Someone signs the check. Someone profits. These aren't shadowy villains in a movie, these are real companies. Publicly listed, government-funded, and legally protected. Lockheed Martin, makers of the F-35 fighter jet. In 2023, they made $66 billion. They're not the military, they're the factory behind the military. Raytheon, missiles, missile defense systems, and radars. Their weapons are used in Israel, Ukraine, Saudi Arabia, and Afghanistan. Northrop Grumman, stealth bombers, nuclear systems, autonomous drones. They build machines that can kill without a pilot. War from a distance. Profit with zero conscience. There are a list of companies that take their part of the pie. Each company has its specialty. One makes the wings, one makes the teeth. Together, they build the beast, the war machine. The business model is simple. War starts. Panic grows among people. Governments sign big checks in name of freedom or security. These companies deliver weapons. Stock prices rise. Investors win. People die. And repeat the process. They sell war the way Apple sells iPhones.
It's like a parody. It's like kids at a candy store.
A new model every few years, a new target, a new enemy. And here's the real twist. These companies don't just wait for war, they help create it. A company can't start a war, but a government can. And when billion-dollar weapons makers need someone to keep the blood flowing, they don't look to the battlefield. They look to Washington. Welcome to the world of legal corruption, where billion-dollar defense contractors and powerful politicians share the same table, and often the same wallet. The lobbying game. Let's break it down. These weapon companies, they don't just build weapons. They spend millions every year lobbying Congress. They literally pay politicians to say yes to war. They donate to election campaigns, both Democrats and Republicans. They don't care who's in power, as long as they stay in business.
The way we do it is by downplaying the future consequences to start a new weapon. We overpromise its performance, underpromise its costs. We then systematically spread dollars, jobs, and profits to as many congressional districts as quickly as possible so that everybody has skin in the game.
Here's where it gets darker. Many U.S. politicians and generals retire from office or the military and immediately get hired by defense companies. It's not public service anymore, it's like a job interview. Fight a war today, get a seat on the board tomorrow. This is not left or right. The war business owns both parties. They don't represent you, they represent the industry. When bombs fall, they say national security. When children die, they talk about collateral damage. In this war business, soldiers are pawns, civilians are casualties, and politicians are the middlemen. War isn't just about guns and missiles. It's also about trucks on dusty roads, fuel in tanks, tents for soldiers, and oil flowing through pipelines. That's where companies like Halliburton come in. When you think of war profiteers, you imagine fighter jets and bombs. But war is a machine made of many parts. and Halliburton is one of its hidden engines. They don't build weapons, they build the battlefield. They provide food for hungry soldiers. They fuel the vehicles and aircraft. They build the bases and bunkers where soldiers sleep and fight. They control the oil that fuels economies and powers war machines. This is not just logistics, this is war business, profiting off the endless need for supplies, repairs, and reconstruction. Every bomb dropped means a base to rebuild. Every pipeline attacked means new contracts to fix it. Every war-torn city means a chance to rebuild and extract profit. War business isn't just who sells the bomb, it's who keeps the war alive. This hidden gear, companies like this may not make headlines, but without them, the war machine would grind to a halt. War doesn't sell itself. It needs a salesman, and the media, they're the best in the business. You turn on the TV. A news anchor with a serious face says, "A missile has struck a strategic target." But they don't show the crying mother, the shattered school, the orphaned child. They don't show you the cost of war. They show you the angle. Media is not neutral.
Greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities. We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about trouble and irresponsible, one-sided news stories
plaguing our country.
Most people believe the news is there to inform them. But in the war business, the media is there to persuade.
Iraqi soldiers south of Baghdad have been issued chemical munitions.
To shape the narrative, to make war look necessary, to make you believe that peace is weakness and revenge is strength. And here's the sick part. Many media companies are tied to the same war profiteers. Many of these outlets are owned by or partnered with corporations that have defense ties. Some of their military analysts are ex-generals who now sit on the boards of weapons manufacturers. They use fear to keep you hooked. It's not information, it's a script. Pay attention to the words. Precision strike. And a bomb just hit a building with people in it. Neutralized a target, and twark, someone's dead. Enhanced military response equals your tax dollars just funded a weapons deal. The news doesn't lie directly, it sanitizes death. War brings in views. Views bring in ads. Ads bring in money. Just like Netflix benefits from drama, the news media benefits from war. Conflict means breaking news. Breaking news means more viewers. More viewers means higher ad revenue. Peace is boring, but war is profitable. You might think, I'm not in the military. I've never fired a gun. But here's the truth that stings. You, that one watching this video, might still be part of the war business. You see, this machine is built on more than bombs and blood. It runs on compliance, normalization, and comfort. And that's where ordinary people come in. Every swipe matters. You buy a new phone? Chances are some of the parts come from war-torn regions, conflict minerals mined in dangerous zones where child labor and armed groups thrive. You invest in a mutual fund or retirement plan? Check the companies inside. Many include companies like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman because they're stable and profitable. You might not pull the trigger, but your money might be buying the bullets. The comfortable ignorance. Most people don't want to know, they change the channel. Scroll past videos like this. Because knowing would mean feeling, and feeling would mean responsibility. We tell ourselves, it's complicated. I don't want to get into politics. What can I do anyway? You know, there is a saying, evil doesn't win because it's strong. It wins because good people stay silent. And then there are the digital cheerleaders. Sometimes we do more than stay silent. We cheer from behind our screens. Commenting wipe them out under drone footage. Sharing war footage like it's an action movie. Celebrating airstrikes like goals in a football match. We treat real death like entertainment. You don't need a gun to be part of the war machine. Sometimes all it takes was a like, a share, or a meme. This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. We are not powerless. Every time we speak up, question a narrative, choose not to fund companies that profit from war. Call out dehumanizing media. Use your voice, your vote, your views. Because that's all we can do. We can't change the world in a day or change it for a matter. It's all about awareness and how much responsibility are you willing to take as an individual.